Hello friends, Jeffy here and welcome to my corner and welcome to another Quick Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to talk about the splattering effect, or we're going to focus on the splattering effect. Now, what is the splattering effect? Well, let's say for demo purposes we are working on an airplane, we are ready to airbrush, but we would like to create some underlying effect where there are some dark spots. You want to break the uniformity of the top color. You don't want to get it smooth. You already want to do some pre-weathering. Now you can do this twofold. You can do it straight on the plastic, or you can even do it after it. If you're not happy with the outcome of your weathering, you can always add splattering after most of the weathering is already done. So what do we use for that? Well, there's a couple patterns out there. There's a couple of stencils out there, and I got one here from Uschi van der Rosten. It's the Trinity Splatter. It provides you with three photo etch templates that each give you a different variety of splatter. Now these are really worth every penny, and you can find them online. I got mine at eBay, I think a couple of years ago, but they're out there. Sometimes they can be hard to find, but if you search, I'm sure you will find those. Now let's say that you don't have these ready available, or you're working on a project and you need it right now and you don't have them. What can you do to replace this? I got this tip from a fellow modeler, and he told me, he said, to create a really nice splatter pattern, you can use a scotch-brite or a sponge. And I experimented with it, and I must admit, these work like a charm. So if you don't have one of these, you can easily modify this scotch-brite, this piece of scotch-brite, and make your own splatter pattern. So let me show you how to do this. So first of all, let's say that we have a piece of scotch-brite. You can find these everywhere, especially in a hardware store or even in a dollar store, Walmart. They sell those. This is from 3M. So you don't need a big piece like this. So let's cut it in half. Okay, and we don't need this. And then you have to work it a little. Try to separate, or at least peel a layer off, like this here, like I'm doing right now. Here, try to do this gently. Try to get it as much as you can in the middle. Now the thinner you make it, the better it will work. So you might have to start over maybe a few times, or at least help it a little. Even if it doesn't keep the square shape, it doesn't really matter. So now we got this. This is what you're looking for, and you can help it a little. You can still keep plucking it until you're satisfied. The thinner you get it, the better it will work, of course. But I think you get the drift. So this is what you're looking for. And again, guys, if it's not really perfectly, that doesn't matter, because it can only help you. The more distorted it looks, the better, actually, because it has to have an irregular shape. So you want to avoid the hard edges. But this is basically what you're looking for. As you well know from my previous videos, I like to work with oils, and I like to work with raw umber. So let's make a little mix of this. Don't make too much. I always like to use the same colors, like in this case the Abteiling 502 raw umber and the Abteiling 502 smoke. And just make a little bit. You can use anything. You can use any color mixes. You can use paint. You can use any kind of oils. I like the oils because making a wash from oils gives you a little bit of finer result. So we add some white spirit to it, or paint thinner, and then we just start mixing it. The trick is to make it very thin, and you can make it as dark or as light as you prefer, so that's all personal preference. So, but I think this is okay for now. Just put a little bit in your airbrush, don't do too much, just align it. A tiny bit will take you a long way. So let's say for demo purposes, we're going to spray this directly on the painted model, which I did. If you look at if you watch my previous video on the P38, the third video where we're doing the weathering, you can see that I added a lot of the splattering after the airplane was almost completely weathered. So if you're not really 100% sure, or if you're not really 100% happy with the outcome of your weathering and you want to create some more oil spills, then this is a good way to go. Let's say that we want to create some splatter around the engine area. All we need to do is put the Scotch-Brite on top of it and just apply the paint. And there you go. I don't know if you can see this. And when it dries up, it's going to look fantastic. You can also do this on armor, basically on anything, any model that requires some kind of an undercoating, an underlying effect. Let's do some more here. And it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get used to it, once you know how to do it, you can get some really, really awesome effects. So let's do a little bit more on the cowling. You can even do like a couple layers on top of each other. So let's see how that goes. But I think you understand what I'm trying to explain here. Let me do a little bit here too. So here you go. Now, of course, this is only done for demo purposes because there's a lot more to it. You can get a lot more effects, but if you do it in the right areas, if you do it on your armor piece around the engine area, or you do it on an airplane around the cowling, or around any area where there's a lot of traffic from the crew, you can really, really get some beautiful effects. And but it's very simple. Just try it. It doesn't really take much effort. Just take about 10-15 minutes, try something out, and then by doing it, you will immediately understand what it can do for you or what the limitations are. But very simple, very effective way to get some splatter wherever you want it, either on the bottom of your airplane, the top of your airplane, or any area that is affected by oil spills or fuel spills. So a simple piece of Scotch-Brite can give you some amazing effects. So that was it, guys. I hope you liked it. Please don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Please don't forget to like and share us on Facebook. And of course, most importantly, go to our website at www.jeffvcornerstore.com for all your future modeling purposes. Till next time, another quick tip, or definitely every Sunday at 7 o'clock Central Time on Facebook Live. But for now, you all take care. Jeff V here, signing off.